Jay passed away as of yesterday. And normally when somebody leaves, I normally, what I'm saying, say something positive, but I can't for this dude because of what he did. I know that he was found innocent. He wasn't found guilty. But in reality, he should have been because all the evidence pointed to him. If you really review what happened, all the evidence pointed back to him, bro. Everything. You feel me? They found his DNA at one of the gates that were near the crime scene, bro, where his ex-wife and the ex-wife's male friend was taken out at. They found his DNA there, right? They also saw footprints that matched his shoe size. Then they found the glove at his house that had red stains over it, and it matched to the size of his hands. You feel me? All the evidence pointed to him, but I'm gonna tell you how he got away with it. So when he went to court, this is what determined if he was guilty or not. This was the ultimate determining factor. They made him try on the gloves that they suspected that he used because they had red stains up there, right? And they didn't fit. And that's what got people puzzled. They were wondering, how did the gloves that were found at his house and that were stained didn't fit? But I'm going to tell you why they didn't fit. And I learned this from a teacher, bro. She talked about it in class one day, you know what I'm saying? She brought it up and she was like, we're going to talk about the J case, right? And we was like, okay. And she was talking about it and she was like, the reason he got away is because people don't understand that when gloves are soaked in certain liquids, they shrink. Now, I don't know that if every liquid such as water could make certain gloves shrink, so I don't quote me on that. I don't want to tell you something wrong, but gloves in certain liquids can shrink over time. And being that the gloves that he had were soaked in red liquid, you know, I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Being that it was soaked in red liquid, of course it's going to shrink over time once it dries, right? So when they found the gloves and his stain, okay, yeah, of course it's going to match his hand size. But once the gloves dried and it's been locked up away in evidence, and then weeks later he finally puts it on, or days later, whatever the case may be, of course it's going to be smaller. That's how he won. And best believe his team knew this. I'm going to show y'all, bro, how smart his team was. They called his team the Dream Team. You know, the Dream Team typically refers to the basketball players that were amazing back in the 90s when they were all stacked on this one team. And they nicknamed his lawyers and his DNA specialists that were on his side the Dream Team. I wonder why they did that. Because he had stacked lawyers and stacked DNA specialists that cost millions of dollars so that he could win, bro. If the man did no wrong, why did he dump out millions of dollars to purchase all of them, to buy their time, if he didn't do it? Why? Because he knew he did it. He did it. He was guilty as can be, so he got all the money that he had to get out of it. And he won. I can't believe that dude won. DNA was found there at the gate. The size of his shoes was found in the footprints. The gloves matched his hand, but they shrunk over time when he put them on. And even with the gloves not fitting his hand, how can you ignore the fact his DNA was on the gate there, outside of his ex-wife's apartment or complex, whatever it is? He should not have got out of that, bro. I don't know how he got out of that, man. Just because his hands didn't fit the gloves should not have allowed him to just walk away clean like that, bro. Like straight like that. There's no way he should have walked away clean, but he did. And he was able to enjoy the rest of his life. He was able to enjoy the rest of his life. And I didn't even know this, but, I hooked up what his wife looked like before I started talking and doing this. She was white. I didn't know that. I didn't know that his ex-wife was white. So you got a black dude go take out a white woman and her white male friend, and he still walked away. Cause you know how it is. You know how, you know what I'm saying, you know how there is still a divide between, colors now. To this day, there's always still a divide between, black and different colors. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. But you got to understand that in the 90s, it was worse than what it is now. You feel me? It was worse than what it is now. That's why a lot of the musicians back in the 90s were talking about, the police and things of that nature, because they were tired of the the boundaries and the wall between the opposite sides of two different colors, two different races. You feel me? Yet he still walked away clean. The dude still walked away clean, man. Still walked away clean. And it blows my mind. He was able to live his life in freedom and in peace. Meanwhile, he took out two people because he was obsessed. That's why they were even, that's why Jay even became a suspect. Because people knew at the time that he had an obsession with his ex-wife. He was obsessed, couldn't get over it. And every time a person is obsessed, whether it's a male or a female, and it's a love interest involved, they can be motivated to do wild things because they want to ruin their lover's life. I be telling people that if you have a wife and you have kids, or if you have a baby mama and y'all have kids and you're not married, it doesn't matter. If you have kids with a woman in general, I tell people typically what's going to happen is she's going to do everything in her power to make sure your life does not go well, because they don't want to see you be happy and move on. They're obsessed. They don't want to see you make a new family with nobody else. Men do that too. Men, they can be the same way. But typically as girls, they don't want to see the man that they had kids with go have kids with a whole nother person. They don't like that. So they raise the child support. They tell you can barely see your kid. And that's why men do what they do. That's why men be like, okay, cool. If you gonna tell me I can't see my kid just because I'm with a whole nother woman, fine. I'm gonna let you raise the kid by yourself. I'm not gonna stress myself out. That's why men will they'll just pay the child support, even though it hurts. It hurts their pockets. They rather just pay the child support than go through the child support and the baby mama drama while they trying to move on, live their life. They'll move to a whole different state, make a whole new family, and just pay the child support. Because they know that all that woman want to do is ruin their life. And men can be like that too, and that's how Jay was. His ex moved on. I don't even know if they had kids or not. I don't quote me on that. I don't know if they had kids or not. But she moved on, and he couldn't let her go, so he tried to ruin her life. And he did. He ruined her life permanently. He ruined her life permanently. He saw her with another man. Now, I don't know the state of that relationship, by the way. I don't want to say anything that's not true. I don't know if this white male friend she had was her lover or they were together. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to say if they were, if he saw them one night, if Jay saw them out one night and they was kissing or something, it makes sense why he gets out of his car and he goes berserk, because he was obsessed. You saying you got to put the pieces together, bro. That's how people are. That's how people are, man. They don't know how to let you go and let you move on. But yeah, he got away clean, bro. I mean, hey, that's actually one of the biggest cases in history. I don't know if y'all knew that. If y'all do the research, it's one of the biggest criminal cases in history because of how televised it was, and he was able to walk away clean from it. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild to me, man. He was able to live a great life. Meanwhile, he took out not one, but two people and walked away clean. That's crazy to me, bro. Imagine that. Imagine you go out here, bro, and you take out 2 people and you walk away clean like you ain't did nothing. That's some stuff out of a movie, bro. That's some stuff out of a TV show. You see the TV shows where, you see somebody take out 300 people and they don't get caught, right? That's some stuff you see out of a TV show, man. But he did it. Took out 2 people that were white and walked away free as a black man. That, bro, I be trying to tell y'all, bro, the stuff that be happening in movies and TV shows, I be trying to tell y'all it happens in real life. It be happening in real life. I ain't gonna say all of it does, but I'm saying a lot of the stuff that you like to watch, bro, it happens in real life. It really does. Facts. People really be walking away from crazy cases like that. I even have a story about one of my family members, bro. I'm not gonna tell y'all about it today, but something ridiculous happened, bro. And the person walked away free, walked away clean. I'm not going to tell y'all today, but one day I can assure you, I promise you I'm going to tell y'all, bro. One day I will, man. The stuff that be happening in TV shows, bro, it be happening in real life. I promise you. Because that's just how it is. But he going to pay the price. I can assure you that. He is going to pay the price. If he did not get down on his knees and look up to the sky and ask the highest one above all for mercy, right? And to set him clean. If he didn't do that, he's going to pay in the next life. I can promise you that one. See, the highest one above all, you know what I'm saying? He forgives us for the things we do. We're not perfect. I mean, taking out 2 people is definitely not even probably, that is like out of all the bad things you can do in this life, that's top 5. Taking somebody out and they innocent, that's the top 5 worst things you could ever do, bro. But even then you can be forgiven, and even then you can escape punishment in the next life if you know what I'm saying, if you ask him to forgive you and you change your life around. But if he didn't change his life around, if he still kept thinking he was that guy and that he was untouchable, I mean, think about somebody going through something like that. Do you know how prideful they're gonna be, bro? Because in their head, they're like, dang, man, I took out 2 people, and even then, I still didn't get touched. I still didn't go to jail. Nothing bad happened to me, man. I'm unbeatable. I'm untouchable. I'm invincible. I'm that guy. I can do whatever I want. Can't nobody touch me. Not even the highest one above all can stop me. You got to realize pride, bro, is a very dangerous thing, man. It's a very dangerous thing. A lot of people that have money and things, they get very prideful and they lose everything. They get very prideful because they think they better than everybody, including the man above. And that's exactly when they get humbled. The moment you think you better than everybody is the moment you get humbled every single time. You will get humbled. If you don't get humbled in this life, you will get humbled in the next. I can promise you that, bro.